Literally, probably one seat there.
Hi, good evening everyone. Can everyone take their seats please? We're ready to start. Does everyone have a seat? Are there any spares so that we can... There's some seats at that end as well. And if anyone does feel like coming to the front, sitting on the floor, and relaxing a bit more, feel free at any point to just come and sit down front. There's plenty of space. So my name is Daksha, and I'm from the PwC Hindu Network Committee. Come in, guys. And yeah, I just wanted to welcome everyone this evening on behalf of the whole committee. I'm really excited actually about today. I'm sure the committee will know all the effort that's gone into creating this event because it's not something that we've done before. And it started probably in the middle of last year. We had Bhavik had a little brainwave and was really keen to bring bhajans to the city, right into the heart of the city, in our offices, straight after work, and do what we love. We didn't think it'd be possible, we didn't think there'd be uptake, and we spoke to Soul Sounds. We heard about what they were doing, and we know that they've created a massive wave of excitement for bhajans. I think you guys do it on a monthly basis. So through collaborating with Soul Sounds, and as ever with the support of CHN, the City Hindus Network, we've got to where we are today. And the whole team has been putting in a lot of effort. Soul Sounds have been really dedicated to the finer details of today, and that's hopefully going to be the result of a fantastic evening. So before we actually kick off with the bhajans, we wanted to take that chance to really have everyone here hear about the meaning of the benefits of doing all bhajans. You know, why do we do it? Why do we do that within our culture? Maybe people just do it for the fun of it, they enjoy music, but there's a much more deeper meaning to it. So Soul Sounds will be giving a bit of a talk on that. And also it is Ram Navami this week. So we have CHN, we've got Prinal, the new chair of CHN. He'll be giving a brief talk on Ram Navami as well, so that'll be a fantastic start to the week. I can't wait, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. And actually before we start, we just do housekeeping. So the bathroom, if you haven't used the cloakroom, it's just by the registration desk. And the toilets are just behind the cloakroom. There are people outside to guide you there, so if you need help, just ask them. Fire exits, the door behind you there, and back there as well. I'm sure we won't need them. And I will, got a request from Soul Sounds, is obviously it would be really polite if everyone could put their phones on silent, if not off. If you do need to take a call, then by all means go, you can make your way outside. And yeah, just take part, that's the best thing. So who is going to take the mic next? Soul Sounds? Excellent, thank you.
Hi, good evening everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to the very first Soul Sounds in the city. Firstly, I'm sure some of you are wondering, what is Soul Sounds? In essence, Soul Sounds is just that, a place where people can come together and create soulful music. Soulful music is the kind of music which makes you feel lighter, happier, and energized after hearing it. And according to old Indian Muslims, actually and me, we call it bhajan or kirtan too. These words are used to describe group singing or the chanting of mantras, which have been designed to make us feel free and more peaceful. This vibe is generally created by everyone being involved and thus creating a harmonious group energy. Normally this takes place near Harrow on the first Sunday of every month. However, from time to time, we like to share the love further afield. So today marks the launch of Soul Sounds in the city.
Hi, Jai Krishna. So before we start, I'd just like to clear something up. I know it looks like there is a band up here and here, and it might even start sounding like there's a band, but really there is no band. Soul Sounds is about everyone who turns up being part of the music, so feel free to sing, dance, clap, whatever you do will be right because it's made up, there's no rehearsal. A bit about us. So let's start doing some market research. Are there any accountants out there? Can we please raise our hands? Any lawyers, professionals, consultants, all together, accountants, everybody? So about half the people. What about these guys here? Any accountants, lawyers? Yeah, any professionals? Okay, so as you can see, these guys are any accountants and lawyers and everything as you are. So what we're trying to show is that essentially bhajans isn't just performed by people who were brought up in a monastery by monks or something like that. It can be fun, it can be enjoyable for even people brought up around Wembley and Ilford and Harrow and all the places we all come from. So I hope you guys enjoy it and please feel free to get involved. Oh, just to make sure you do get involved, we've got a few gifts for you guys right now. If you don't know what to do with these, just copy Shuttle, the girl there who's giving them out to you.
Okay, so now we know the what and the who, let's look at the how. We generally start with some opening prayers, which have a deep Vedic significance. So deep that we might require a lecture from our friend Dhruv Shatralia, but maybe at the next Soul Sounds in the city. This will be followed by a Ram Dhun and a Hanuman Chalisa, which we can all sing together if we know it. The Hanuman Chalisa is one of the most famous hymns in Hinduism and symbolizes, as well as imbibes in us, the quality of Hanuman being predominantly strength, courage, wisdom, and devotion. If you like it, we have some studio recorded CDs that you can take with you afterwards as a gift from us. We will then sing a few other bhajans and kirtans where one of these guys will lead and the rest of us can follow. The words will be put up on the screen, so please do sing along. As mentioned, the benefits of feeling good, positive, and energized will kick in the more you get involved. There is much modern science to illustrate the benefits of group singing. However, in an attempt not to start putting people to sleep, you can just take my word for it. We would like to thank each of you for giving your time, energy, PwC, the City Hindus Network for hosting the event. For more details about Soul Sounds, you can log into the Facebook page, log on to the website, or just come and have a chat with us afterwards. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Prana from the City Hindus Network is going to speak next. Sorry.
My preference is to stand and speak without a mic. So if I speak like this, can everyone hear me? No, seriously, they're all okay with that, right? Right, so first of all, I just want to say a big namaste to everyone. Namaste? Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. And firstly, thank you to all for being here today. I know it's a school night, I know it's a Monday evening, and I know it's hard to get out after work, so thank you very much for being here today. I also have to say a massive thank you to DWC Media Network and Soul Sounds for allowing us to partner with them today. And it's just, for me, it's just staggering to see so many people here today who are not only taking an interest in learning about the film, but also an interest in actively participating in it. And that for me is absolutely amazing and astonishing to see. So thank you all for being here again. So I'm going to kick off with a question, if I may. And the question might seem a bit random, but I promise you there's a point to what I say. So my question is, who here watches Game of Thrones? God, it's not geeky, it's fine, I watch it. Alright, fine. So what I'm about to say, I'll probably explain a little bit about Game of Thrones for those of you who don't watch it. So basically it's a fantasy show, it's kind of set in medieval times, and you've got warring families, you've got noble lords, you've got various schemes, plots, exiles, love, marriage, the usual shebang. So if you don't watch it, it's a really good show. And so that's a plug for Game of Thrones. And there's a reason actually why I mentioned it. So Dick D, who works with both CHM and Soul Sound, and who unfortunately can't be here today, when she first called me to ask me to speak about Rambo, I was actually watching an episode at the time, and I remember being really annoyed at the fact that she disturbed my Game of Thrones time. But obviously this is Dick D, and it's a female, so you don't tell them these things. I was just like, yeah, it's really good to hear from you, Dick D, thanks a lot, happy to talk and all that. And once I put the phone down, I had a think. I thought, well, what am I actually going to say about Ramadan? So, like many of us in the room today, we know what it is, we know why it's celebrated, we know how some people celebrate it. So, when I was asked to talk about it, to be honest with you, I was a little bit lost. Thought, what am I going to say? So I thought the best thing is, let's leave it for a few days, let's have a bit of a think, and then kind of mull it over. So in the meantime, actually, I was out and about, I had a CHN event in the city, and I bumped into an old friend of mine who I used to be on the National Institutes Forum. And he and I hadn't caught up for some time, so we went for a coffee and had a bit of a chat. And then we just started talking about random things, and it turned out we actually both watched Game of Thrones. So for me, it was great. I was like, wow, this is really good. To talk about the show and the new series, which, if you didn't know, is starting today, so don't forget that. And then we had a think, and we sort of realised that there's actually quite a few uncanny similarities between the TV show and sort of the scenes and events that we see in Hindu epics. So if you have a think, you talk about the warring families. So in the Mahabharata, you've got the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Then you talk about scheming. So again, in the Mahabharata, you've got Mama Shakuni, who comes up with all these schemes and plots to ensure his nephew becomes the emperor. And then you talk about war and violence. So that's the context in which Lord Krishna gives the Gita, in the context of the Mahabharata and the battle between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. And I suppose most relevant to Ramayana, you've got the nobleman. So in the Ramayana, you've got Bhagwan Ram, who, for him, adherence to moral values and principles stands above everything, even family members, and he's doing his duties most important. So I guess I've drawn that link down, I've made an analogy, but a lot of you might be thinking, okay, this is just a bit geeky, there isn't actually a link between the two. But you know what, there is actually a link. And the link is that these values that we've been born and brought up with, that we've been exposed to, the values that are encapsulated in some of the budgets that we're going to sing today, those values don't change over time. But what happens is they acquire different contexts and different things. And what festivals such as Ramnavami actually do is serve as a reminder to us of the original context in which we have these principles. So these festivals act as a reminder to us, they refresh these values, they reinvigorate them. But then they show us that having these values alone is not enough. It's about practicing them. And that's something that we've spoken about a fair bit in CH, and we've even had a few articles up on our website about not just following these practices blindly, not just fasting for the sake of fasting, but using festivals such as Ramnavami to serve as a reminder of these principles, but also serving as a time to sit back and reflect on how we can apply these values in practice. So, a bit about what Ramnavami means to me personally. Well, the biggest thing for me is Ramnavami shows that God is not just a distant entity who's sitting in heaven, judging you from afar, but you have to see the divine as an energy, as a strength that exists all around us. And you know what? It exists in each and every one of us that's sitting here today. And it's also an energy that's not averse to manifesting itself. I mean, that's why we celebrate Ramnavami, isn't it? So we have the divine manifesting itself on this planet for the sake of us.